Hello YouTube and welcome to the stream. We started early on Twitch as always, but here I am. Here I am with a gamble of a music choice. I took some YouTube playlist and there is no way of knowing if I'm gonna get in trouble with it. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it out, boys. Hey, closed beta is on. Let's change the title of the stream on YouTube. Polish before release. Yeah, on each. So yeah, we have a plan of releasing the demo version of the game on each this month, and we have 2 weeks of time until the month runs out. So that's the plan, guys. Das is the plan. Intertum says that unironically, I bet Heavisaurus has been the most recently formed Finnish metal band that actually gained some popularity. That is an accurate take. Yeah, that is an accurate take. Yeah, I think you're right. Heavisaurus is probably one of the most like relevant bands in Finland since 2009. Yeah, there it is. There it is, boys. Heavisaurus. Heavisaurus actually started licensing their band idea. So there is now a German Heavisaurus. That's true. There is a German Heavisaurus. You can find the same songs now. I don't know if they probably haven't recorded every song, but they have recorded some of the songs in German. It's the exact same band, exact same costumes as far as I know, and they're just singing in German. Yeah. So there it is. Okay. So let's what we're gonna do today. We need to figure it out. We need to figure it out. So let's take a look at our suggestions and bug reports. There's a lot to do, obviously. I heard there was a British or American Heavisaurus too that took part in some talent competition. Really? I had no idea. I think it's a good idea. Like some of the Heavisaurus songs are actually crazy good. Like Rauch and 100 and Viimeinen Mammutti. Those are probably my favorite ones. So yeah, I think it would make sense. Beast in Black. That's actually a good point. Like I probably think like Battle Beast and Beast in Black both have been pretty big. Yeah. Yeah, those they both came after Heavisaurus. I would argue that both of them are bigger than Heavisaurus. Yeah. I actually listened to the last Beast in Black song and I wasn't the target audience. So there was this new song called Enter the Hellich. I thought this was like freaking Eurobeat, like we're listening to Initial D, like Deja Vu, I have been in this place before, higher than the moon, and now it's my time to go. Like it was literally like when you listen to the freaking keyboard, it's like freaking Initial D, and I didn't like it that much. I thought it was pretty bad. And then actually Battle Beast released a new song as well, which I thought was actually quite good. So it was The Last Goodbye, and you can see 12 days, 500,000 streams. So that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I thought this song was fairly good. It's nothing like the good old Battle Beast, but it was pretty good. So yeah. Heavisaurus must be the newest metal band I know of. Beast in Black did that Diablo thingy with Blizzard. I don't know what that is, but sounds amazing. Alright, so here are the bug lists that I scraped together from the closed testing. So basically the first one is, so let's do this on my way. Let's do it on my way where we put everything in Paint. Paint is the best software that comes with Windows. I will fight anyone against on that hill. All right. No, wait, Beast in Black is actually a thing too, and they formed it like 2014, 2015. Blind Channel happened too. Yeah, I hear Blind Channel is kind of like crumbling because is it Joel? I think it's Joel something. One of the main leaders left. Have you tried the AI? There's an AI feature on Paint? Really? How does it work? I need to try it out. Conrad is back. Hey, I let the music marinate on me a bit. Not really a fan of the song. So we're talking about the Swallow the Sun. Co-pilot on the top. Oh, there's a dark version. I don't see. Oh, there is a co-pilot. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Subscription required. Oh my. Okay, so there goes that. There goes that. Co-pilot. Yeah, you have co-pilot in your Paint, but you need a sub. You need to sub to Paint, guys. Imagine subscribing to Paint. Yeah, vocals are impressive, but I cannot take it seriously in a way. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give myself 3 strikes. That was strike 1. All right. So you thought you couldn't take it seriously. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. I'm gonna give you 2 more chances. All right. So let me think about it. We're talking about grunge, which is it's kind of like this. Yeah. So we're talking punk. Punk is. What else do you like? So you talked about. Can you give me some bands, favorite songs, anything like that? There's gotta be an opener for me. What are your like most played songs? You also need a subscription when you will run out of black paint. Yeah, you need cyan and magenta ink on your paint to do black. Oh, the Behelit was a Diablo thing, really. Official music video for the single entered the Behelit was Beast in Black joining force with Blizzard. I had no idea. Yeah, Conrad, go just expose yourself. Show me everything. And while you do that, I'm gonna go over this bug list. So we're not gonna be doing that. That is fixed. Occlusion calling fixed. So that we could look into. I think that might be something easy to do. Station can yoink your items by being unreachable. So that's something we could fix as well, I suppose. Adding a passive health visual, we did that. UI scaling buttons breaking with it. Yeah, so that's a good point. Return a password, we don't have that. Mixel is here, good day. There's a Copilot button in Notepad also. Yeah, I think it's they're trying to like implement it to the OS apps. You can type weird shit into the chat. We could look into that. That's a weird one. I have no idea how to. Well, I have one kind of like idea how to fix that. Toasts don't work. We have fixed that. When dueling near water, looted dump in the water. Yeah, that was actually quite unfortunate. When interacting with mining and so forth, the player can continue walking. Yeah, that's actually easy fix. Profanity filter. Yeah, I'm gonna do that on my own time because I think we're gonna get banned if I show you the bad words. Timeout for AFKers, very good. More anvils for blockers. Make sure that you can't get behind station. Yeah, last pool fishing is super slow. Fixed. Make red mirror smaller. Bridge should be labeled ground. Low his goddess instead of goddess. Okay, so we have actually wrote it right the both time. Name tag appearing too fast. Alright, so we've done some of them. That's the good news. I'm still waiting on Conrad so we can suggest a song before we move on. Because it don't work in the region. From known rock aligned groups, Pearl Jam, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Arctic Monkeys. Pearl Jam, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Is there something that comes... Is there something that would make sense? Red Hot Chili Pepper. Well, so let's see... Pepper, not Chepper. Let's see what's in the song radio of Red Hot Chili Pepper. Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Fall Out Boy. No. Nothing else matters. No, I don't think so. I like to play bass, maybe a song with complex bass line. Interesting. Bass. 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 Why can't I think of any like strong bass songs? Strong bass songs, people. Help me now. Help me, please. What do you think of Metallica? Love them, obviously. Nelly is here. Good day. Metallica is kind of like the grandparent to us all. I think. Is it metal? Absolutely, it is. Absolutely, it is. It's just it's kind of like the thing that I think metalheads are one of the few groups that really respect their heritage and kind of like the ancestors. Metallica is one of the things that started it all. Yeah. That's it's 100% metal. It's like heavy metal at its finest. Like it's very similar to, you know, Iron Maiden that we talked about earlier. Iron Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth. Like these are kind of like they are the ABBA of metal. Master Puppets goes hard. Enter Sandman. Yeah. Good old guitar melody. So now I'm thinking about, okay, so maybe that's our opener, people. Maybe that's the window we are looking for. So if you are into Metallica, could you get into Metallica? Everyone loves Metallica. How could we? So obviously you could just like dig in more to Metallica, and you could dig into like Megadeth and stuff like that. There is one that is very metal, like I think kind of like modernized this heavy metal / even a little bit thrash metal. I really liked Worship Music by Anthrax. So maybe you could give The Devil You Know a chance. Come back to me, what do you think about The Devil You Know by Anthrax? Yeah. It's 4 minutes, 46 seconds. I'll be waiting. System of a Down? Yeah, that's a good oldie, yeah, 100%. It's quite different from Metallica though. I think The Devil You Know I think it has that kind of like... Yeah, System of a Down is metal, 100%. 100%, yeah. Oh, so maybe we are kind of like struggling with the definition of metal here. I think Conrad has a little bit of maybe you have had a narrower perception of metal music, so you're kind of like wondering what is metal and what is not, which is a good and valid question, by the way, because there's obviously not definite answers. But yeah, System of a Down, 100, yeah, totally metal music. Let's see what the wiki says. System of a Down, American heavy metal group. Like I have a little bit of trouble labeling them heavy metal. I would argue that they're kind of like progressive, kind of like progressive metal or like alternative metal or something like that. It's Roulettes from Soda Metal. Roulettes, I don't remember that song. Like I think System of a Down was crazy progressive back in the day. Yeah. Alternative music in my chat. Yeah, there's a lot of things we could kind of like check out. If you're kind of like into that a little bit of a more punk sound, I dig this band that I was trying to get into my brain. I just can't believe I can't remember the freaking name. I can't even remember the fucking band right now. It was something Ilomsky posted like a couple of years back. They have the song like, I don't want to be a better liar. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What do they sing? It's like Postboredom. Postboredom, yes, I freaking remember. It's Postboredom by Every Time I Die. Check this out. This is gonna be my third strike. If you don't like this, well, fuck me and we'll go again. Yeah. So the song was, I can link it to you. It was The Devil You Know by Anthrax. This is an amazing song. It's like more than a decade old now, but I think it has kind of like that old heavy metal vibe to it. If you guys don't know, go check it out. It's a great song. I really liked the whole album back in the day. I remember listening to it a whole lot. So there's my couple songs for you. I don't think they are too hard to get into, but they probably have some of that vibes that you have enjoyed in the past. Let's go, Conrad. Let me know. Let me know. This is gonna be my second strike. All right. So accents don't work in registration. Okay. So I think what we need to look into is Nordic alphabet for Text Mesh Pro. How do we do that? Text Mesh Pro and Korean language. It probably applies. No. All right, that didn't help. That didn't help. All right, let's take a look at the authentication menu. So here's the authentication menu that we are using. And we can check out, for example, the sign up parent. And here we have these fields where you need to enter your username and stuff. So is there some sort of option here that I don't know of? So we have control settings. Reset on deactivation, restore on S key, should activate and select hide soft keyboard. Hide mobile inputs, read only rich text, allow rich text editing. So I don't think any of those are the thing really. So maybe it's actually not, maybe it's not Unity thing. Maybe it's not Unity after all. Maybe it's Unity's authentication. Unity authentication doesn't support Nordic alphabet. Unity backend services with user credentials not possible. This is the thing about Google. Like, does anyone else feel like Google is just garbage? Like, Scandic letters. Let's try that. Like, I just think Google is garbage. Google is just, I literally think ChatGPT is the Google of 2025. ChatGPT. So I'm having trouble with my Unity authentication not handling or accepting Scandic letters like or and there's probably a whole lot of different alphabets from different different parts of the world that it doesn't accept. Can you tell me more about this issue, and is there a workaround? This is a pretty common issue. Systems that aren't fully set up for Unicode or that apply restrictions to input fields. Unity authentication rejects characters like pretty cool song. I wouldn't have it in my playlist, but I enjoyed it. Hey, well, it wasn't bad. Let's go. Thank you, Conrad. All right, go check out Postboredom. Postboredom is kind of like this punk, a little bit of a punkier metal song. I actually tried to listen to the band. What is it called? This is not it. It's the other one. Every time I die, I tried to listen to them, and they were actually quite heavy. Like, this song felt like an outlier in their discography. I tried listening to them. I didn't really get into it, but I really enjoyed that one. So maybe you can give that a go. That's more, it's faster and a little more punky. So yeah, create a custom ID. Yeah. This is because some Unity services enforce ASCII only strings. Are meant to be URL safe, meaning no special characters. Unity authentication must internally normalize escape or rejects things that are UTF-8 safe. If you use authentication service instance and sign in with anonymous, Unity might reject it. Yes. Display names with player name may not support all Unicode characters. Yeah. Encode inputs. If you're working with strings like Järvinen, yeah, I wanna be Järvinen. So you can encode it, and then you can convert it. Base 64 can include plus and that sign and equal mark, which you need to URL safe encode or strip depending on the system. Sanitize to ASCII. Use transliteration or fallback only if you don't care about preserving exact characters. Nah, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Use Unity's player name field instead of custom ID. Unity's player name may accept a wider range of characters. This is only cosmetic. Huh. So that what it seemed to me like this encoding could work. So I think that could work. Like, so what if we take the username and then we encode it into UTF-8. No, we encode it to, so I don't know what this does exactly. We are making an array of bytes through some UTF-8 method, alright, whatever. And then we are kind of like converting it to base 64, which then can do it, supposedly. Can I put any binary in there if you encode it to base 64? I have no clue. I have no clue, brother. I have no clue, brother. Seiko says that I've been liking Brave Search a lot recently. I started using it for privacy, but nowadays works much better than Google. Better results, less monetization, actually helpful AI responses. I could look into that. I use Brave on my phone as a browser. I don't use it on my desktop, but I'm actually like, I legit don't like Google anymore. I legit don't like Google, and I don't think they are doing a very good job. So maybe we'll look into that. Alright, so what the hell? So we could do that. So basically what we would need to do is just do the input there and just set it there and then try to do that. Alright, so let's try that. That should be straightforward, right? I don't think it'll change the logic much. So we have the authentication menu. I suppose we can convert it within. So discard. Let's check out our authentication menu. So what I'm thinking that we could do here is login button. So when we are going here, so this is only handling that. All right, so let's actually do it in the manager then. Let's do it in the manager then. Let's try to convert the username and password into base64. So what ChatGPT thought that we could do. Alright, so that's actually kind of like doing it there. And then we will do the password as the same. And then we will pass these on. I suppose we need to do it on the sign up as well. This base64 solution seems super dangerous. Okay, can you explain why? Is there some threats I should know concerning the base64 conversion in authentication? There are a few important considerations according to ChatGPT. Because I can upload anything there and it'll pass all validations. What do you mean like you can upload anything? Base64 is not secure or encrypted. Base64 only encodes data, it does not encrypt or protect it in any way. If you use Base64 to hide a username like Yarvin, it's trivial for anyone to decode it. Attackers could tamper with Base64 string, impersonate another user if you're validating the source. Only use Base64 as a way to encode Unicode into ASCII for transport, not a security measure. So these could break some URLs or API calls. Like any characters such as white space, emojis, or any code that might then be run by your game. Yeah, like this is only for authentication. This is not used for anything else. Hey, good day, Lareski. I don't know. I don't know, like I don't understand this kind of like thing, so that's why I don't see the threat really. But if there is a legit kind of like security threat, well then that's probably not something we want to do. How's Lara doing? Good Wednesday to you as well. So I'm gonna put down my light. Feels like it's giving me a migraine. It's too bright. Yeah, that kind of like I get that the emojis and whatnots are not a good idea. So should we just let it slide then? Should we let this slide then? No special characters. I guess so. Giving me migraine sounds a bit like my workday. Yeah. All right. So I guess we're just gonna skip this part then. We're not doing that right now. We are not doing that right now. All right. So let's put this as kind of like question mark. We don't know how to fix that. We don't know how to fix that right now. Stations can yoink your items by being unreachable. So, I guess this could be solved. So I think there's kind of like double things that we could fix here. There's two things we could do here. So if we go into the crafting, not the UI, we are talking about the buildings. So if we're talking about crafting house, for example, so here we have a couple of places you can do and interact with. First and foremost, let's add another crafting interaction. So I'm gonna let the players have like a couple places they can craft with. So we have the interaction somewhere here. There it is. Anvil. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy paste this. So we're gonna have another one here. So you can now craft in two places. And yep. Let's do the let's go back inside here and do a copy of this stand. So there's now two places you can craft in. Every time I die probably wins the competition so far, also by going by vibes. Alright, what do you like about it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? 5 work days still, and then I have a 1.5 week of vacation. God damn, do you have any plans? What are you gonna do? That's pretty nice. Sounds good to me. All right, so what I'm thinking about doing here is that we'll add like these non-walk zones or nav-mesh obstacles. So what it means that the player can't like hug the object, which should lead to the fact that when the objects fall from the player, when they don't have inventory space, they won't fall near the colliders. I think that will fix it. That's how I see it. So let's try that. So what I'm gonna do here is on these cubes, so we have the anvil stands and whatnot. So I'm just going to show nav mesh. Not available. All right, whatever. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. So I'm just gonna add nav mesh obstacle here. And we can see that it's alright, it's there. We're gonna make it bigger. So maybe something like 2 times 2. That looks about... It may be too much. Let's do like 1 and 1. 1 and 1. So now it would be like that. I think we'll actually... I think we're gonna be blocking the... I don't want the players to be kind of like going to the edges. So let's make it a little bit bigger, like 1.5, 1.5. And I'm gonna move it just a hint to hug the wall both ways. Now, what I'm hoping to achieve with this is that the player can move to the corner and that the player will be blocked to go like literally next to it where they can kind of like lose their stuff to the colliders. So let's try that. I'm gonna create another one of these for the other one. Nav mesh obstacle, and let's paste the values here. And I think we can center this X, not X, Z. So yeah, you can't get next to the wall here either. Let's try that out and make them carve. And then I think this is probably gonna be fine. Other than that, let's update the nav mesh window, AI, navigation. It's not there, it's in the nav mesh surface. We are going to bake. Now if we check out the surface, yeah, so that's kind of like what I'm hoping to achieve here. So that you can't get exactly close. I think this is still enough of interaction, so you can still interact. Hey, Code Red Games, how's it going? My infamous bug finder from the beta test. Hey, yeah, I appreciate you. I didn't seem to sound petty. How's it going, my man? Let's go Torri, and I'm gonna test it up. Crafting sign could also be clickable for crafting. It's less likely to be covered entirely by player's prime. Crafting sign. So the sign only appears when you hover your mouse on the station. Do you think it's a problem? I think this one should disappear. I haven't figured it out yet how to do it though. So now we can't get to the edge, which is what I wanted. So you can get this close, right? You can get pretty close. You can still interact. Very good. This is a little bit more awkward because of the sign. I don't know, maybe we should get rid of the sign or hide it or something. I'm kind of like, yeah, I think I'm gonna fix that now. I kind of hate it. So what we're gonna do here is crafting house. So I am just gonna go ahead and delete the tooltip for it. So we have the blacksmith sign. We have the anvil sign. So I'm just gonna remove the the kind of like the tooltip, or move it to the right. The reason why we set it up like separately is that it required some shit to work, and the 3D building required some other shit, so that the walls will disappear. So that those were kind of like conflicting each other. So now I'm thinking like I'm just going to actually remove the blacksmith sign here from all together. I am going to move it inside. So we should have the blacksmith sign. I'm just gonna move it inside here. And we're gonna take away the tooltip. And now it's just gonna be a passive sign, and it's gonna disappear with the walls, hopefully. It's not gonna disappear with the walls, isn't it? No. I think I need to put it underneath here. So So now I think it's gonna disappear, is it? No. Now it's gonna disappear. Love the new capsule on Steam. Is that new? Yeah, it is. It is. I'm glad you noticed. We're gonna be doing new screenshots and probably a trailer a little bit later as well. Glad you like it. Hello, real Conrad the second. All right, so let's see how that is now. Yes, I did, Conrad. Yes. All right, so now it's not gonna like show you anything, but I think it's still kind of like does its thing, you know. Loretsky is going to Imagine Dragons concert in Tallinn with my oldest. God damn, that sounds like a lot of fun. All right, so yeah, we the animal didn't disappear. That's kind of funny. But I think this is better. Like we're gonna have the tooltips here, and not on this side. I think that's better. So we just need to disappear this animal sign as well. What's the artist name? So you can find my art team if you come to the Discord, and I can basically like. You should probably. Yeah, why don't you DM me? I'm gonna like hook you up. It's basically my main artist Ilumski, but it's actually his fiance who did it, and it's kind of like they're working together. It's hard to say like who did exactly what, but I think this capsule art is more of Nava's work than it is Ilumski's. So if you can come to DM me, I'm gonna like I can invite them to you, you know. They are really good, and it wasn't all that expensive either. I know you can spend like $1,000 or 1,000 euros to work on your capsule, and yeah, I didn't pay that much. All right, so there's that. I think that's better. Now let's do the same thing for the other stations. So I'm gonna go into the salvage station. Salvage station. I'm gonna remove the salvage station sign. I'm gonna go inside the salvage station prefab and let's take a look at it. So here we actually had the problem that players could kind of like hug the wall, or kind of not the wall. They could hug the desk, and that would lead items dropping from them if their inventory was full to go kind of like into that collider. And how I'm gonna fix that is we're gonna go to the table. Where's the table? The table is an interaction, isn't it? Yeah, so the table is an interaction. So I gotta go actually in here. So that's the collider, and it's actually bigger than the freaking table. Let's give this some love. No. No, it's actually not. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna add an MS obstacle to this guy as well. Fuck you. And we are going to increase it a little bit. So the size of the X is gonna be like 2.5, and the Z is gonna be like 1.5 as well. So I think that will kind of like leave some breathing space. Darth Playman is here. Good day. How are you, people? Nice to see you, dude. Nice to see you, beautiful people. We are doing polish. And we do have one Polish guy in the chat, so I can say that. It's not racist. Alright, here we go. Okay, so now I think that will help. There is another problem, though. We have two Polish... Oh my god, like, we have a Polish army here. It's called Kurvarmi. Okay, so okay. I'm just gonna go. All right. I'm gonna put my webcam off, and I'll see you guys. Okay. Me and Conrad are both named Conrad. Oh, really? Okay, so that makes sense now. Okay. So I didn't understand the reference. I did not understand the reference. So here we are kind of like, okay, I think I know how to fix this. So I'm gonna move the salvage table, and we are gonna move it. We're gonna move it. We're gonna move it. And apparently this, what is wrong with that? Why? What happened? Oh yeah, we need to probably do a new nav mesh. Yeah. All right. I get it. These tools, to be frank, I think it would make sense for them to exist inside the table prefab, but because I have been stupid, they are kind of like separate. That's fine. So now the player can't get behind the table. And if I update my nav mesh, we're probably gonna see that it's gonna be fine. Let's apply all. Let's do the surface again. Bake. Yeah, that's better. Is that too much space? Let's give it a go. Testing it out. Comrade 1 and Comrade 2. Conrad won the rights to the name in the fighting pits. I can appreciate like a good duel. That seems like a fair way to settle it. Alright, let's see how that is now. So, I can't get behind this. Wait. I said I can't get behind the table. And here I am, behind the table. What was that? There is a sliver of... How? How did that just happen? Salvage station house. Like, what? Excuse me? There's nav mesh inside. There's nav mesh inside the fucking wall. That's it. Alright. Well, screw me then, I suppose. I was once in this business meeting where we were discussing about the player power curve, but one of the guys kept calling it power curva. I had so much trouble not to laugh during the meeting. There was probably like a single most enjoyable thing about being in game industry is that the people who work in game industry are not mature. Let me repeat myself. The people in game industry are a bunch of funny people. They are immature. I think it's so much fun. It's literally so much fun. Alright, so we do need to crank... Alright, okay, let's try this. What if I move it even more so? There can't be any nav mesh left, right? Right? Alright, is it now inside the wall? I don't think it's inside the wall. Alright, is that better now? Are we happy? Are we good? Let's bake it one more time. Now you're being ageist, Ame, I cry. Hey. This applies to all age groups of people in the game industry. They are being childish, not childlike or children. There's a difference. Alright, so now, as you can see, can we get behind there? No, we can't get, and there's probably... Okay, so I have broken a bunch of shit, apparently. I have broken a bunch of shit when we were doing the changes. Okay, so now we can't get close. Very good. I can't get like exactly near it. No. So what if I drop stuff here now? So what if I just drop things here? Bum, 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 bum. I can reach them no problem. There's not gonna be some place where I can't reach them. Yeah, I think that's better. My inventory is looking a hell of a lot scuffed right now. But we're doing one thing at a time, people. We might have broken something, but it's gonna be a problem for another hour. So this, I think the bank probably has the same issue. And we actually left one bug, so let's go inside the salvage station house and we're gonna do the sign type. I said sign type for prefab. And we are going to input the salvage. And that went into China. Salvage. Still in China. Why don't you come over here, you dude? Why don't you just, like, okay? Why don't you just come here, okay? Rotate it. Move it. I like to move it. So we're moving this guy in here. It's a little bit floaty. That's better. And that's probably fine. That is salvage station shine. I'm gonna disable the wood tooltip. And I'm going to include this guy in the hideable meshes. So it's gonna be disappeared. And now we're done with that. Moving on. Delicious brokenness. We eat them away soon. Games are for children after all. I love the crying. Let's remove the bank sign. Bum. Go inside bank. And I think this has an opportunity to be exactly the same. So what I'm thinking here. So do I want to save players from hiding their stuff under there or behind there? I think I'm gonna be a nice guy. All right. There is this kind of like, so I want to raise a question to you. This is a question you have to face often whenever you are creating something. Whenever you're creating a solution for, let's say, like in a software, or if you do a solution in gaming. All right, this is going to be something you are going to be facing a lot. Matt Sharpie, nice to see you, dude. How's it going, man? So the problem is, do we save players or users? Let's do users. Users from themselves. That's a beautiful S. And this is like their errors. That's a question. There is no right answer to this. I think it's kind of like a mixed bag. In some cases, you probably need to. Some cases, you probably don't. But this is a question every developer will face multiple times. Do we save the users and the players from themselves? And I think I am going to be the nice guy here. And I am going to save the players from themselves. Because I know there is going to be someone who is going to drop their item in this particular area. And they will come cry me about it. Like, I lost my amber sword behind the bank. I can't click it. I lost it. I am going to cry. So I am going to save them from themselves. I'm going to be the good guy here. I am expecting a call from the president. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take the bank chest. I'm going to give it a nav mesh obstacle, which means that the this means that the player can't go near it and the NPCs can't go near it. Oh my god, what? Nav mesh obstacle can't be added because bank chest already okay, so I'm just Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that, guys. Turns out I was dumb. So 2.5. So I think that's the same that the box collider. Let's make it a little bit bigger, like 275 and 1.5. Let's do 3. Let's crank it up, boys. We're gonna crank it up. Crank it up. We're gonna carve. Very good. Now what we should see is a beautiful... I have no idea if these should be added or reverted. Let's try applying 3 and 1.5. I think that's correct. So now you can see a carved nav mesh. So what I'm gonna do with the bank chest now, I'm gonna move it ever so slightly so you can't get behind it. And then this is the danger zone where people are going to be crying. So I'm gonna move this over here. Now if you manage to get your item somewhere there, I say you deserve it. I say you deserve it. I lost my equipment. I want to refund it. Exactly. That's gonna be the exact words of some poor gamer. Yeah, so now you can't... There's no way you're gonna be there. There's no way you're gonna get your stuff. Well, there's probably gonna be a way. People will always find a way. But it's gonna be so much more unlikely. Then so apparently we don't have the sign here. So let's fix that. So we're gonna go inside the bank. Let's do the bank sign. Put it under here. And it is in China, so let's put it somewhere where I am. Come here. Let's rotate it. Let's put it somewhere here. Somebody might be wondering like, oh man, that is the same. That is the exact same than the salvage station, and you would be correct. Let's change it. Let's make it, let's give it the bank or the chest. So we have a chest here. And we could use either of these, really. We could use either of these. Conrad, it's nice to have you. See you around, yep. So we have a bunch of different chests. I think to kind of like match what we've done, I'm gonna use this. So this goes under here, and for some reason it is in China again. Please come back. Alright, so it is still very much not what I want. Wait. It's supposed to be under the sign. You're supposed to be under the sign. Alright, so that's a pretty good sign. Like if I see that when I'm like walking down the street, I'm gonna be impressed. Like imagine getting that there. That's pretty incredible. So let's unpack this completely. It doesn't need a collider, doesn't need a nav mesh obstacle, doesn't need a network object, doesn't need interaction, animator, network animator, none of that. Let's tweak the values, so I'm gonna make it like 0.2 and 0.2 and 0.2. I should have used the linking. So where are you now? Where are you now? Okay, so there it is. Center it. It's flat. It's beautiful. Could it be a little bit bigger? I think it could be a little bigger. Let's do like 0.3. 0.25. Meet me in the middle. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Then I think... I don't think this requires a collider, so I'm just gonna disable it. We're not gonna be using the tool chip on this one either. We have the metallic thing. I think we used something different. Do we have like sign material, something wooden sign now? I think we used something different for the other signs. Sign. What did we use on the bank sign? So bank sign, we have metallic black mineral. Let's try that. Let's try that, alright? So that's not it. Let's try the black mineral. Okay, so that just changed that. That's not what I wanted. It's where is the base bone? Hello? Huh. Bank sign override. Huh. So this metallic is in the bottom. How come this doesn't have a renderer anymore? Is it underneath here? Ah, there it is. There it is. So can I change this? What if I change this into the black mineral? What happens? It becomes black. Who would have guessed? Alright, so I'm just gonna delete these. Okay, never mind, I couldn't. That's fine. We're just gonna go with this. I'm fine with that. We're gonna override this. There it is. Yeah. That's fine. Matchup says that when one thing is fixed, the two other things break. Game dev in a nutshell. Yes. Yes, that's it. But hey, how's the game coming along, dude? What's your timetable? I'm gonna check your message now. Where are you now? Alright, so that's gonna be that. Now we need to add this. Let's just lock it. I'm gonna take all of these to go inside this. There it is. Alright, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go now. So do the new houses work? So there's a new bank icon. I think it's pretty cool. And if I go in, yeah, it doesn't disappear. So that didn't work. So can I go behind? I can. So that is not good. I can't even go onto. Did I bake the nav mesh? Did I forget to bake the nav mesh? No, there's the same thing again. So there's the inside the wall thing. That would be fixed by adding the nav mesh obstacles to the walls. Which I probably should do, but I'm gonna do the stupid thing. I'm gonna do the thing that is faster. I'm just gonna move this. I'm gonna scooch this like there it is. And apparently there's some nav mesh there, so we're gonna be scooching here as well. Scooch, pivot. There it is, just a little bit. That's it. All right, so no more space. It can still open. Yeah. Very good. Very good. That's it. Let's do the nav mesh just in case. All right. I like the character icon in the corner. You do? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I put it because a lot of people, me included, didn't like the fact that you couldn't see the health at all times. So now you can. So the bank icon didn't disappear. So let's give that some touch. I thought I added the mesh. So what did I miss? So we have the bank sign, but we didn't get like any of the children. What if do I need to like do this? Can't do that. If I do this, no. If I do this, no. If I do this, no. This. So they don't have like what? Do they don't they have mesh renderer? Like what is this shit? What is this shit like? What is this shit? I'm confused. Okay, so that didn't work out. Well, what is going on with this bank chest? Skinned mesh renderer. What is different with skinned mesh renderer versus mesh renderer? So that's gonna disappear, that one. What is it? Hey, Cosmos here. Good day. How's going, our Mr. SD / Finnish guy? So yeah, that's the reason why it doesn't work. So where's the other? So we have the top lock. So all of these have a mesh. I see how it is. All of these have a mesh. So if I hide these, it's gonna be hiding that. And if I hide... Where's the top? Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. So this one does hide everything. I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna like... I'm gonna add a mesh renderer. And I'm gonna... I probably can't copy it, can't I? Can I? So mesh is base. And then root bone. Skinned is for stuff with skeletons. It's made to stretch. Ah, thank you for that. So yeah, I probably, if I just check the material. What was the material? If we go back. MVC chest. Okay. What if I get rid of this? And then I add the sea chest material, which was so this is the sea chest something. So what if I like drag and drop this here? Sea chests, so all of them are just different sea chests. I think we still lost it. I think we lost it. Well, that didn't work out. I think even for things without skeleton, if you have an animation that reforms the mesh, it should be skinned mesh. But I'm a noon in 3D still. I'm really good on the 2D stuff, but this year my resolution was to get better at 3D. Hell yeah! I summon you all the strength and power to do that. So that didn't work really. I am going to discard the changes. Discard the changes. Yeah. Yeah. We are going to discard them. My resolution this year is to get the full amber. Legend. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So this turns out to be a little bit of a it's a little bit of a bitch. It's a little bit of a bitch. So I'm gonna tell you what, guys. I'm gonna give it a boot, and we have another chest, kind of like pixel arty. So I'm gonna use that instead. So check this out. Check this out, boys. So we do have a chest here, and we're gonna make it smaller like that. And here we go. Here we go. So this is the chest. That's the sprite. We can change the color. We can make it a little bit more dark if we want, I suppose. A little bit of darker. Let's give it a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that. Can make it a little red. Can make it whatever we want to. So we had a little bit of this darker look on the others, so. And I don't like it though. I don't like it. We're keeping it like that. So this has sprite renderer, and we were looking for mesh renderers. I suppose the other way to do this would be to hide some stuff as well, which would be kind of better. Man, got the kinkkukiusaus in the uni, but sadly gotta go clean soon for my lukio valmistujaiset. Oh, you're graduating. Congrats. Did I tell you I started doing a little prototype space horror simulator? I don't think so. Tell us all about it. Tell us all about it. Okay, I am changing. Okay, so I'm a coder, I'm a programmer, and I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this editor stuff. All right, I'm just gonna code it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a game objects to disable list. This is what we're doing. This is a list of game objects, and whenever we are doing this, we are also doing this, and whenever we are doing this, we are also gonna do this. There it is. Boom. Took me 5 seconds with Copilot, and none of this shit where we are just like, hey, we're tweaking with the values on the Unity editor. Like, no. We are programmers, you and I. We got this. All right. Sorry about going all macho on you, but sometimes it has to be done. Sometimes it just has to be done. So game objects to disable, we're just gonna be like, boom, there it is. There it is. That's it. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. There it is. Okay, let's give it another go now. Can we go behind the chest? So here we go. Now when I go inside, that should disappear. There it is. Very good. Can I get behind? I cannot. Can I go behind here? I cannot. Very good. Very good. I can't hug it. I can't hug it, but I can still use it. Very good. Yeah. So we're gonna get a lot less crying now. A lot less crying, I'm telling you. That's good stuff. Let's push this. Let's push all of the changes. Added a tweaked. Where do we start? We did a lot of things. We did a lot of things, all right? Tweaked the 3D houses with nav mesh obstacles to prevent players from getting to prevent nav mesh agents into getting into tight places. Added a second anvil for into crafting house. Removed the signs from under the interaction parent back into the house prefabs, made them hide when entering house, and disabled the tooltip. I should probably look into the. So I think under here we're gonna have like a bunch of shit we don't need. So let's take these away to make it a little bit lighter. So we are not gonna be needing these colliders. So here I actually disabled them. Did I do it for the bank? I think I did. Yeah. All right. So that's better. That's better. All right. So let's include these. So tweak 3D has with nav obstacles to prevent nav mesh agent to getting into tight places. Move the interaction game objects to prevent the same issue. Added a second anvil to crafting house. Remove the signs from under the interaction pattern back into the house prefab. Made them hide when entering the house and disable the tooltips. That's pretty much it. Change the icon of bank sign. Yeah. Very good. Very good. So now we can cross another thing off the list. Stations can yoink your items, so that's... I'm pretty sure that was it. Pretty sure that was it. So there was another one. More animals for blockers, so we fixed that as well. And make sure that you can't go behind the station interaction, so that's it. We crossed 3 things. Right there. Right there, right now. Darth Playman is linking his itch page. Spooky space horror. Let's freaking go, dude. Use WASD to walk, mouse to look around, switch between devices using N. The scanner scans an object using a key detector. Damn, dude. So what is it like? Very high sense. Ooh, yeah, it's very responsive, but very high. Hold E to scan landing probe. It is in fact a landing probe. I see something. If I go this way, I can see it. Yeah. Love the graphics. Yeah, I'm immediately getting like an indie horror vibe, so very good. Very good job. Yeah, the sense it seems linear, and I think linear sense is alright. It's just the fact that it's just way too fast. Just way too fast. Come on, I want to scan this building. It seems like something I would want to do. What if I go on top of it? I can go on top of it. There is a lot to scan here. I am scanning. I am behind. I am gonna find a bug here. Oh, look at that. I did a lot of jumps. Oh my god. What was I scanning? Case. We are still blooping. Player. Am I scanning myself? Huh. Interesting. You can use the colliders to do infinite jumps. You found a bug. Wow. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm gonna give it a 1 more minute. Hey, Dotman is here. The sub nubs. How's it going, Dotmany? Here we go. Here we go. There's gotta be something around here. There's gotta be something. We are back, Press GD. Welcome. Mr. Australia is here. The milkshake man. Not for long. Oh my man. It's just like... First some good news and then bad news. This is a vast space. Vast and empty space. This is exactly like my hometown. We used to wander for miles. Many kilometers not to find a living soul. Use the other device. Oh! There's something here, guys. There's gotta be something around here. I'm getting a stronger beep on this region. There's something there as well. Alright, I'm gonna make it through this mountain. And we're gonna scan it. Can I scan already? Does it have a distance? How far is it? Hey, 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 we're getting something. Staircase. Stairway to heaven. Hey, would you look at that? If I look like this, I can already see what's going on. That is big. That is big, boys. Cool. I like the obelisks. Let's jump. Da, 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 da. That's what she said. What is that? Alien? Press hold E to scan relic. Hell yeah, it's a relic. Can't do much about it. Huh. Alright. I can see through your walls. Nothing can stop me. Alright, Darth Playman, keep it going. It's I think it's gonna go somewhere. It's gonna go somewhere. Where are you? What's kind of like your vision of it? It is very bare bones, obviously, but I think there could be something there. Alright, so what we did is we changed those. We did the push, very good. Let's take a look at the bug list. Let's take a look at the bug list. Hey, no, don't worry about it. I'll love to try it when you have something more. What do you have in your mind? So UI scaling buttons breaking with it. So I think this has something to do with the upon death the hitboxes of UI move. No, this is actually a different thing. Hey, we have Mr. UI here, .main himself. So apparently my UI is like dog shit whenever you have something else than full HD. So how do I work with how do I leaving? No, you get back here, mister. You get back here, mister. All right. So we have the canvas. This is the player canvas, all right. And let me just show it to you. So here's the player canvas. If we look at the canvas, it's screen space overlay. It has a canvas scale with screen size. And the screen match mode is match width or height. Yeah, I'm on the way, I know. So I think these are kind of like standard. I haven't touched any of them, I'm pretty sure. Match width or height. Match. Okay, so we are matching width and we're not matching height. That should work with 16:9 ratio. Yeah. So we had an issue with in like 4K monitors. I think people reported that their UI is way too big. And the people with stretch screens had like absolutely horrible experience. There's an expand option. Yeah, so I think what we should probably try out is so in the player you can kind of like, we used expand in OG. Okay, you did? PT, yeah. So this doesn't have the game layout, so let's do that. So this is full HD. Obviously we know what full HD looks like, so let's put something like, let's put 1440p first. So what is 1440p like? Yeah, they seem bigger though, don't they? Is it bigger? Can I change it on runtime? No, I don't think it's bigger. I guess the menu is kind of like too big in general. You played in 1440p. Well, how was it? So I think it's just like too big in general. So what if we do like... It was good. All right. So let's try 4K. Nothing changes because I'm playing on full HD. So I can't really like see. Yeah, exactly. The scaling keeps it the same size. Yeah, it's probably the fact, the problem is probably, yeah, exactly. So if I go like 13 to 9, I think 13 isn't 32 to 9, isn't that like... Yeah, this is what happens when you play, like you can see the future. Expand enlarges the size on different ratios. So this is what you have in like like this kind of like ultra wide. Okay, so yeah, I can see this being a problem. I could see this be a problem. So you have 4 inventory spaces basically, maybe 8. Yes, yeah. So this is an issue. There are some fixes for that, but it gets a bit deep. It would be easier with the call and showing you. It'll be hard to explain in chat. Yeah. So we could do that 100%. I'm just wondering, however, do something else. To be honest, it looks pretty cool in this kind of like wide view. It feels kind of like it feels like a little bit like cheating though, because we can see like crazy far now. Yeah, 16 to 10. Yeah, that's what I've basically done. You just have to set up the UI when keep in mind that user can have many size screens. The expand option helps. So let's try the expand. What does it do? I think we are gonna be making the next inventory smaller. I think it's kind of like, I think it's a little too big. Let's go back into player and the player canvas, and we're gonna try out putting this into the expand. And if I have this on full HD, nothing changes. So let's try that out. How does it feel like if I have something like 1440p first? The only way to stop that is to block out the sides, but people with bigger monitors will complain. Yeah. So the expand, there's no change here whatsoever. If we do the 4K, I don't think anything changes. If we do 16 to 9, looks good to me. If we do the 13 to 9, okay, so now we don't even we don't even have the UI. Is that what happens? Hey, so this is actually better. This is actually better, right? I don't see any like downside to this. Like, sure, these are like crazy far apart. These are like crazy far apart, but that's fine, I suppose. What I did is made 16 to 9 UI in middle, and UI stays in middle if it's ultra wide. Yeah. Yeah, mobile has. Yeah, I think this is better. It's gonna be hell of a like, you need a lot of sense to pull that off, but yeah. Try adding 21 to 9. So 21 to 9. aspect. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Inventory works. Menus work. Yeah. What is the downside of the expand? Like is there like why does Unity recommend like put as the default as the other one? Chat is not anchored to the corner. Yeah, we can do that easily. Like what is the downside of that? Let's check out some of the stations. By the way, we didn't check them. How does the station window work? So that's fine. That's completely fine. That's fine. Huh. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, Press GD, thanks for choosing me to lurk. I appreciate it. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. So let's... the only thing I really want to fix or change is the fact that... it's literally the fact that we're gonna anchor the chat. So the chat is... let's see here. Chat... is it this one? Chat input field. I think it's this one. So it's anchored to the middle for like a dummy. So we're gonna be putting it to the bottom left. And we're gonna be putting it to the bottom left. Let's put this to 35 and 35. That's what I think I had on there. Maybe we should put it... Maybe this should be actually like 0, 0, 0, and this should be like 35, 35. Alright, let's give that a go. The expand does not have much downsides. One could be that if you put a screen to vertical, your UI will look wonky when designed to work mostly on horizontal. Alright, that's fair. So now the chat looks correct. So if I put it on 1440p, nothing changes. If I put it to 4K, nothing changes because of the same ratio. If I put it here, now it's gonna be on bottom left. If I put this, it's gonna be on bottom left. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, let's go with that. Easiest fix of my life. Changed the player canvas scale settings into expand instead of the default setting, like match instead of match width and height. This seems to be working better for stretched monitors and aspect ratios. Alright, Vakacha, you are welcome. You are welcome, my friend. Alright, so that we fixed that. So the UI scaling button is breaking, so I think that's it. So let's see what else. We can get a quick W on the bridge. So the bridge in our game is not labeled ground, which means that the stuff will basically, the stuff will fall through it. So where's the bridge? The beautiful, beautiful bridge. Is it in Torri? Yeah. So this wonderful bridge that we have is not labeled ground. So that should fix that. Let's give it a go. And I think we could expand its collision. Yeah, let's do that just in case. So here's the collider. So I'm gonna expand it just a bit. So let's make this not that one. Let's expand it by 1, so it's gonna be 11. So maybe that'll catch something if something falls. Why does it look so flat? So it was flat. Now it's not. Alright. So maybe that'll help with some of the dropping issues. Is it now like even? Is it hitting the fucking bridge? It's really hard to say. Is the stuff getting to water getting fixed? Yeah, that's actually another good one. So Dotmany lost his stuff to the water. How do we fix that? So I think they legit like they rolled there. Because of the rigid body. So we're gonna have to like take a look at that. But let's see if I fix that. So we're gonna be trying to drop stuff through the bridge now. Did you learn anything major from your... Yeah, I learned a bunch. I learned a shit ton. So obviously we found like 2 handfuls of bugs. But also I learned like a lot about hosting the dedicated server. I learned a lot of you know, the Linux server I didn't know anything of. So I can't click here anymore. That's rad. But yeah, let's see how it is now if I drop. Okay, so it's kind of like goes through. So probably the collider is a little bit off the ground. It's really hard to tell from this. So maybe it has to be like 0.5. Maybe that's the correct one. Learned a lot. All right, I think that's probably it. We need a new bridge at some point. And I'm a little bit scared about the rigid body ruining it for kind of like in the edges. How would I fix it? I'm not sure. Code red can't be trusted? Yeah. Okay, so it was actually just the collider being in the wrong place. So you can press here now. I don't think that's anything too severe. Let's drop something. So yeah, they're gonna be now on the bridge like they should. Hey, polite ship! Yeah, hell yeah! We're having like great progress. So if we drop these items, can I like? So locally, I can't move them, but I think there's some scenarios where they can kind of like be. They can be kind of like moved around. Okay, so yeah, we're taking 1 W at a time. So that's bridge is now labeled ground, and the collider is expanded. So the stuff dropping there shouldn't fall through anymore. Nice. Yeah, Code Red, that's actually a really good point. I think I put it somewhere as a note that we're gonna fix it. How's Polite Ship doing? A good Wednesday. Alright, that's a win. Bridges should be labeled as ground. Very good. Very good. You can type weird shit onto chat. So there's actually a couple things I could let's work on the chat now. I like the chat, but it's kind of bad right now. So let's go into the chat and give it some love. So here's the chat, and it's basically just the input field. So what I'm thinking is we'll actually expand this bad boy. So this is chat parent. It's there. So this is the input field. So let's do like a visual parent kind of thing here, and this is gonna go under the chat parent, and we're gonna give this a little bit of more size. So we have 500 to 40. I think the 500 might work here, so let's try 500. And the height, I don't know, like 300 or something. And let's give this an image, and we are going to make it gray or something. Let's make it black with some transparency. So something like that. And then the input field, wait, so this is cornered. This doesn't need to be cornered. This can be like spread like so, except that now this is weird. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? So this is what I'm trying to do. So this should be like stretched like so. All right, that's more like it. And we are gonna be putting the button to the end like so. And this is kind of like the window I'm looking for. Installing Windows 11 to 2013 spare gaming laptop. That's a bonk, all right. Seeing this game come to life makes me want to make online game myself, but I feel like it's a bad idea scope-wise. Yeah, so I think it's a matter of interest, really. Like, I started a multiplayer game knowingly that it's gonna be a pain, it's gonna be horrible, it's gonna be so much more difficult, and there's gonna be some major hurdles. But I kind of like saw it as a swim or die kind of situation, you know? Like, I know it can be figured out. I know there's a lot of people who can help me out, and you guys have helped me out tremendously. And I want to know it. I want to know how to do it. I want to learn how to do it. I want to have that in my portfolio, in my CV, you know. So if you don't do multiplayer games, don't expect to get a position or get into a position where you are doing a multiplayer game. That's kind of like how I say it. So if you want to do multiplayer games, the only way is going to be to do multiplayer games, if you know what I mean. All right, so we have the visual parent here. Now I'm just gonna have the kind of like the log section of it. So let's do another empty. Let's do like, I don't know, like a log parent or something. And this is basically gonna be. We're gonna expand this and then make it a little bit less on the bottom. So 50 seems too much. 40 is probably the correct one. Dotmany, are you there? What kind of text should I use for the logging? Do you have any like idea, like how should I like handle it? Is it like, are we instantiating new text objects as the chat messages and kind of like just scroll recting it, or what is the way to go here? I suppose that would be kind of like the easy way here. So we would have like scroll rect here, and then I would be like instantiating just new texts into that list. There are many ways. Yeah. I think that way we could have... That will be a little bit... I think that will be a little bit performance hitting. You can just scroll the text field if you just put the message as continuous string. So there's one text field and we're just adding to it. Like a new row. Yeah, I was kind of like thinking, what if we did that? But then there would be a whole lot of that. I guess we can still... I guess we can still kind of like... We can still limit how many there are. And to be fair, that's only gonna be... No, it's gonna be sent to everyone. It's not like we're talking about a client-sided thing. It can be kind of like a client-side thing, but the RCPs are for everyone. Yeah, I suppose this is kind of like a view thing. So yeah, we're just basically like printing, and we can instantiate a new text, and then if we reach like certain length on the game objects, we can start deleting them or something. Huh. Multiplayer is a double-edged sword. It attracts people, but if no one plays, the game is dead. That is true. If other players are needed, your game is gonna be dead. Which is why I think this game, Shadows of Tuonela, is going to be kind of like a hybrid. So I don't know yet how we will, like, what is gonna be the final solution. But my goal is that the game is fully playable solo. So it doesn't necessarily need a server to run. So what I'm thinking is that maybe you'll like self-host, or I'm gonna build like a single player version of the game that you can always play regardless of whether there's people online. PT's chat is reset when changing rooms. All right, let's give this a go. So what I'm gonna do here is underneath I am going to do a scroll view, and we're gonna fill this bad boy in. We don't need the horizontal. We can get rid of that shit, and we can also remove the horizontal movement. I think the elasticity scroll sensitivity was like 10. It was pretty good. Let's try that. There's not gonna be that, yeah. With individual instantiated elements, you can more easily track the amount of messages and add images or other things in future. Yeah, I was kind of like thinking it would be cool if you could click on them and maybe there would be something. Like, I think this way we could add more functionality in the future. And I can still like reduce the load by reducing the, kind of like limiting the chat message list length. Yeah. I think that's kind of like the more, like, I think I know that way better anyway. So yeah. Scroll view. All right. So let's go with this. So we have the log parent, we have the scroll view. Now we're going to be putting things under the content, and I wonder if this it has the mask on, so maybe it already works. So we're gonna be trying that. So we're just gonna be putting stuff in here. I don't know if this content is positioned right, but we're gonna find it. We're gonna find out soon enough. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is underneath the content, I'm just gonna create a new one. This is gonna be chat log message. That's very good naming. That's one of the best names I've ever like come up with. So we're gonna be doing that. Chat row. Yeah, you motherfucker. All right. So what we're gonna do here is so under the content we need to be listing them vertically. So we're gonna do a vertical layout group. We're gonna start from bottom left. Bottom left. Bottom left. And let's do some padding. Don't know how much we need, so let's try like 5. Don't know if we need spacing. We are going to control. We'll see how this goes, all right? So I'm gonna take this here, and then I'm gonna take it here. And child force expand. Use child scale. Control child size. I think we should control the. I think we should control the width. No? Control child size. And then we are doing the content size filter, right? Otherwise nothing changes. Yeah. So now we have that kind of thing going. I think we probably should do the heights as well. And the horizontal fit is preferred, question mark. Okay, now it's... Doesn't the children need to be dynamic, different lengths? Check the force expand vertical off. Child for expand vertical off. Right, so I took the height off. Heights, yeah. I always get confused about this. I always get very, very much confused about this, so I love that .main is here with me. Child force expand. All right, so let's start writing here something. We're gonna do a UI text mesh. This is gonna be the chat message, chat text, message text, and we're gonna be .main is a gift to Unity. Yeah. So there it is. Gonna center it left side, and now we can see how wrong we are. So we are going lower left, but it's not really working out for me. Child force expand. Horizontal fit preferred size. So what if we put... You need a horizontal layout group to the parent of the element. That stops it. You mean here? Horizontal layout group. So we actually need 2 things here, don't we? We need the who sends it. So let's do that. So we're gonna have like 2 text meshes. So this is gonna be the kind of like the player text, like so, and then we have the text itself. All right, that's correct. The size is like crazy big, so let's make it like something like 20. No, I don't know if we do wrapping. We probably do wrapping, do we? Then we're going to make this. Can we just like make this a whole lot smaller like this? No wraps. So let's see here. Text wrapping, no wrap. No wrap. This one's not centered, and we lost the music, so let's put that back. right. So now we got this. So this is good. Like we need to have like that. So what I want to achieve is basically, so we have kind of like MSS. Maybe we'll have like a color. So I'm gonna be like MSS, and then we have the text here, which gonna be like Matt Chirpy is cute. So horizontal layout needs to use control size and stop force expand. So horizontal needs to use control size and stop force expand. So I put the width and the height. Can I make myself a little? Maybe I can put myself in here. All right. So now they are there, which means that this is wrong. And this seems. What is this? What the fuck was that? Like what is this? What is this? What is this shit? What is that shit? All right, so it seems like I really don't know what this is. It doesn't want me to do that, so it's probably the preferred size on the horizontal fit. That is the empty area when expanding works correctly. Huh. Ah, you mean that because of this text is that length, that's why it's like that. So if I have another one of these and I put a longer text here, which is .many's gifts. So now we have a problem because it doesn't like fit there. So shouldn't we have the wrapping then? That's pretty close. Like what we need to do at least is we need to have some sort of padding here. So maybe we can do like spacing to kind of like, yeah, like something like 5, maybe 10, 5. So now it's going to be like, this can be like .many. .many says something, so we're gonna use a color like, I don't know, orange. And then this is gonna be like whatever the text is. Yeah. The wrapping will be done other way. Okay, so that's a pretty clutch thing to know. But this is already starting to look like something. What do you think about the wrapping? Now we need to put the element to expand vertically. Do you mean the whole thing? You're probably talking about the whole thing, aren't you? So are we child force expanding heights, or what is the word here? The individual element. Yeah, so this is the element, or are you talking about the message text? Probably talking about the parent. Control child size, height, width. So this one is controlling the height. Gotta check how it was done in PT. Give me a few minutes. Alright. Alright. Guys, I'm gonna take a 5. I'm gonna put some food into the stove. I'll be right back just a little bit. Dotmany, thank you for doing this. Yeah, alright, I'm back. Gotta go check the food in a second, but... Did you figure it out that many? All right. So you control child size. Message text. So the wrapping doesn't help here. So if I put like normal wrap here, doesn't do anything now, does it? No. Kinda. I used the layout element on the text that expands. Layout element, see what that, so layout elements, min width, min heights, preferred width, preferred height, flexible width, flexible height. So what if we have flexible height, preferred width, put both flexes to 1. And should this now be like on top then? And so where are we now actually controlling the kind of like the height, because it's incredibly long. And it still doesn't like wrap it up. Like we have some crazy length. We have some crazy width. Can I like bring this down somehow? No. What is controlling the freaking width? What is controlling the width? Control child size, width. If that was different style done since you have fixed area, I would love to test out on my own PC how was it done since it's been 6 months. All right, so let me think about this. So one of them is that I can give you permission to download this, so I can add you as collaborator. One is that you can take my PC for a second. Which one do you want? Like, I don't have trouble trusting you. I can boot you out of the project if you want it to your own PC. I will whip out my own area with your specs and send it to you. Well, that works as well. Yeah. So yeah, we right now have a problem with this ever expanding width. Flexible width. I wonder what the frick is controlling that. What if we have preferred width and then I like change this to something that I want, like 400, 380. Okay, so that kind of works. It's still kind of like massive though. Without layout element, you can override the values of the layout group. With the layout, yeah. So this can kind of like override that. This doesn't really make it smaller though. On the individual game object. Yeah. Alright, so I'm not gonna be touching this more now. we got something here. I'm gonna create a prefab out of this. Yeah, thanks Dotmany, I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna just do prefab out of this send message element. Going under UI, chat log message. So this is gonna be a prefab. And we got a now working prototype. Started expanding on chat feature. It now logs stuff but doesn't have any logic in it. Chat log message is the individual chat message element. All right. So we will continue on that later on. I'm gonna go check out my food. I put it on max power, so I don't want it to burn. Alrighty. I have 15 minutes until the food is supposedly done, so we are moving on, boys. So we'll come back to that. Let's see here. So the weird shit onto the chat is still a question mark. I could have one more go at it. So we have the chat parent. Did we do something here? I don't know. No, it's actually so we have the send message here somewhere. Here. So the text area, the text here, it doesn't, I think it doesn't allow rich text, right? Where the hell is it? All right, here. So it doesn't like allow rich text editing or rich text, but apparently you can still like spam some weird shit in it. I've got no idea how to fix that though. No idea how to fix that. Let's ask ChatGPT what does it think about it. I have another issue with my chat. Basically, people typed in some weird ASCII letters to draw out whatever in using the chat's text mesh pro. I have disabled the rich text boxes, but apparently that didn't do it. Any idea what to do? So you can do some you can draw with the ASCII stuff. Braille box drawing, yeah. Filter or sanitize disallowed Unicode ranges. Writes a filter that only allows common characters, digits, basic punctuation, spaces, basic emoji. Sanitize chat message. Is safe character. Strip combining characters. Combining characters like that are hard to spot, but stack on top of letters to glitch them. Remove combining marks. Alright. So include me a super method to do most of the stuff you mentioned. I want players to be able to use Scandic letters, alphabets, but all that stacking and whatnot should be gone. Also, I'm limiting the character usage already on the element itself. Alright, here's a single C# super method that allows Latin Scandinavian characters. Removes chalgo and combining marks, strips out weird Unicode like box drawing braille, removes zero with characters, optional strips emoji. Alright, so we have clean chat message, it's inputting string, we don't need the emojis. We're not going to include emojis, so you can cut that part out. Alright, so we're inputting string, we're checking out if there's null or white space. I didn't know that's a thing. Normalize or remove combining characters, blah blah blah. String builder clean, new string builder. So we're gonna go one letter at a time. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Is zero with or control? So we are checking some kind of like empty spaces or whatnot. Interesting. All right. So I think this is good stuff. Let's copy this. This is gonna be. We're gonna create a new class for that. We're gonna create something called chat message sanitizer. It's the people tried on the play test that you can kind of like draw out these, you know, you can draw anything like what you see in a Twitch chat, for example, like all these like massive emojis and shit, with these ASCII empty box letters and whatnot. So I'm kind of like trying to get rid of that because I don't think that's part of what we want to do here. So what I'm gonna do here is send message button. So was this like a static thing or what was it? So this was static class. So I don't think it actually needs to be part of any game object. So we're just gonna do the chat message sanitizer. And was the function allow list based or block list based? I'm more of to the ban word list. Like that's the one I kind of like think makes more sense, but we need to take a look at that at some other time. All right. So now we're gonna be inputting this and is null or white place, so that's some string method. Yeah, let's see how that is. Let's see how this works. So we're gonna be putting this now into the send message. It seems like it's both allows and blocks in the same class. Yeah. How do you figure that the allow one was there as well? Send message button. So here when we are sending, so here we are handling the profanity first. And we have the fixed string. So we're gonna do a fixed string like so, chat message, and we're gonna send it there. This puts the chat message through a filter to remove Jalgo and other weird characters. The last variable was a list of allowed blocks, if I saw correctly. Allowed Unicode. Oh yeah. This one. Yeah. It basically checks whether we are in the range of like regular shit. Okay, let's see how that is. This doesn't remove the fact that the profanity filter was too strict, so we're gonna have to check that out as well. Alright. The chat is in the middle of the screen. Testing. Okay, that seems fine. Let's fix the chat position. For some reason this guy be in the middle of the screen. Oh, that's actually the reason why. So we're not controlling the... So width and the height is full screen. So I think we're gonna do the 500 and 300 over here. Alright, let's try that out. Hey, Electro is here. Just passing by to say hi and good luck with the work today. You too! That was really nice. Very kind of you. It's still in the middle of the screen. Probably because there's something overriding the value. Yeah, so this is just weird. So, this is just weird. I think it was like 500 and 300 or what it was. Yeah. So that was overriding it, wasn't it? Alright, let's try this again. We are working on the chat, and Dotmany is helping me with making it as good as it can be. Alright, that's not bad. So if we type something here, like, hey Electro, have a nice day. Alright. Alright, so how do we test this out though? How do we test this out? Twitch spam messages. Let's try if we can find any copy pastas. ASCII art copy pasta. I think this is probably the kind of like things we're looking for. So let's take a popular one. There's none. Cool. That's funny. Copy. Okay. Fixed string. So we got an argument null ref. What? What kind of null ref are we getting? Truncation while copying. So it's from the fixed string. Huh. Which line was it? 45. So it already like crashed there. That's something. Back, how'd it go? Press GD, we're working on the chat. I tried to implement something that would... Oh, my food is ready. 1 second. Hold the thought. Alright, it wasn't ready. It was a too watery for me. It needs to you know, simmer down a little bit so that it's not gonna have so much liquid. But yeah, I don't know. How do I test this shit? Was it Cubes or who was the one who was kind of like spamming the crap? How do we test this? How do we test this crap out? Like, I have no idea. How do we do these like ASCII pieces of work? Like, I'm just getting a freaking null ref when I'm even trying to do anything. Truncation while copying. Huh. I don't know. I guess we'll just leave it at that. I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna chat parent, chat message, yeah, so I'm gonna be putting these two together, so chat was in the middle of the screen. Now it's in the corner again. I'm thinking like, is it a little bit too, like, maybe the padding or the whatever is maybe too much? It's 35, let's see. Yeah, I think it could be further in the corner. Now it's the same than all the rest of the margins. I don't think it's horrible, I'm just thinking should it be more in the corner? Should it be more in the corner? Well, I think I'm gonna go with that anyway. So yeah, we got that. Let's commit, then do this. Possible bug. Added a chat message sanitize that static class that helps, that potentially gets rid of unwanted ASCII letter art/spam in the chat. Hard to test though, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right. Some progress is being made. Let's see what else. So this one, where is it? You can type in weird chat. This is probably fixed. Then we have the Lohi is a goddess, so let's change that. That's real easy. Real easy. Lohi's name is actually with 2 D's. Double D's, am I right? Fixed low and Lohi's name. Easy win. Love that. There it is. Name tag appearing too fast on message. So there's kind of like they are kind of like enabling and disabling themselves, or kind of like each other. So I think I forgot to change one of the values whenever we did it. So we have the name tag and the chat parent here. And I'm gonna go pick up my food. Better be ready now. Jacob, I will not have any client work in June and can focus on full-time game dev. I'm also wondering if I should try streaming. Any thoughts? I say give it a go. Try it out. You're only gonna I think this is my advice to basically anything that doesn't involve putting your life to danger. Give it a go. If you feel like you could have a good experience with it, if you think you can get something out from it, try it. There's obviously a lot that goes with it. It's not just go live lol. It's not go live forehead. So there's you gotta figure out a bunch of things. I can help you out if you want, if you need. But it's pretty simple. Like the overall basic live streaming is basically pretty simple. Don't sugarcoat it too much in your head. It's not gonna be, amazing at first. It might be a little depressing if you put a lot of effort into it. Chances are there's not gonna be many people around, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty quiet. But if you treat it as what it is and be realistic, I think it can be wonderful. It can be absolutely wonderful. So I would say go for it. All right. So what was I working on? I just completely forgot. Name tag appearing. Yeah. So the name tag issue. So I think when we are inputting a message, I should have this method instead. Oh, that's the script somewhere else. So this one has the chat message, player state. This one doesn't have reference to the name tag now, does it? So we have the name tag parent somewhere. Where is it? It's here, right? Chat visual parent. Oh yeah. So these are the two. Yeah, these are the ones actually handling that. So we have the chat visual parent. Default message duration 8. Long message 12. Long message length 60. I think this could be a little faster, and I'm gonna crank up that speed a little bit. Default message duration, long message duration. I think these are a little long, but so yeah, we are basically hiding that, and I think it comes back too fast. So are we actually how are we handling it? I guess we're just not. Chat message. I'm pretty sure it'll be quiet, and I was not planning too much more effort than maybe put a shirt on. Yeah, so yeah, it's obviously, I think, in a fairly short time. So I'm thinking about weeks and months, you can start to create something on Twitch or YouTube. You can definitely do that, and once you kind of get the ball rolling, it's super fun and it's super cool, super exciting. But if you're starting from scratch, you have nobody, it's a little bit of a hard kind of it's hard time, All right, so what am I doing here? So we are kind of what we want to do here is hide text view. Where are these getting called from? Show text message to everyone. That's what that does. Long message duration, default message duration. So I don't think these are it. Name tag canvas group alpha 0. Name tag canvas group alpha 1. Typewriter effect. Huh. So when we're coming here, I think what we could just do is have the parents. So do we have the name tag canvas group? What if we have the actual game object of the name tag parent? What if I just disable this? What if I just have this? Show text message with typewriter effect. So if I have this here, and then this here, does this change anything? Because I have a feeling this might be a kind of like a networking multiplayer issue as well. Alright, so let's give that a go. Let's give that a go. And I'm gonna need to build. By the way, guys, if you have any videos you would want me to see and react to, now's the time. We're gonna be eating in just a second. All right, we're logging in on this guy, hosting, and then we're gonna join in with another client. All right, let's see how it is. Joining as client. All right, here we go. So if I type here something like, hey, it works. Let's see if the name tag kind of like appears perfectly. Yep. Alright, so does this shit work? Does this work for real? And let's copy paste this a couple times to see how the longer message works. So far so good. Yeah. Did I fix it, or was it just kind of like a random appearing bug? Yeah. Seems to be working. Maybe I'm tripping. Because sometimes what I remember it doing is it kind of like went... like the name tag just appeared too fast. Like it just came back. LOL. Alright. Well, according to my test, it's fine. Might have fixed the issue where name tag was appearing too fast back on top of the chat message. Might have fixed it. Not sure. Hard to say. Needs more testing. All right. So let's find something to watch. YouTube live. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be calling it here. Sorry for such a snooze at ending. If you wanna continue watching the stream, head over to twitch.tv/ameses. Yep, I'm gonna be calling it here for copyright issues. Twitch is not so strict about it. What I watch, YouTube is. So hey, I'll see you YouTube. Bye bye.